This is Athena StarSeed, and I want to talk a little bit about breatharian beliefs. And one of the things I've learned after doing research on the breatharian lifestyle for probably the last, I'm going to say about 13 years, is that your mind is one of the most powerful tools that you get when you get this body. And this body is like a joystick to interface with this universe. And this universe consists of your vibrational impressions. And so, as a man thinketh, so is he. So if we are a combination of our creative thought forms, and we know that we can survive and thrive on different types of energy systems, we go into a limitless state of conscious awareness. So today's February 2nd, so it's 2/2, which I'm very excited because my birthday is 2/22, which is also 2/22, but today's 2/2. And I have not had solid food since last year. December 31st, 2022. And I had been doing a lot of scripture on the power of prayer and all the different scriptures that back up fasting in the Bible, the different prophets that used fasting as a tool and a means to get closer to the divine. I really started diving into my research, and I said, okay, this is the year I'm going to do 40 straight days. And so, I'm 8 days away from 40 days, and I don't see myself wanting to come out of it. So what have I been doing for these 32, 33 days? It's really been water, 4 stigmata mushroom coffee, and a vegetarian broth that's like 3 parts water and then 1 part very blended, like fine pureed, like mung beans and any kind of vegetable you can imagine. And so I'll come in and out of that and just water. And as I am finding my meditation stronger, my body stronger, I was doing a 30-day challenge of just jumping in freezing cold water with the Wim Hof. I'm still keeping that up. My clarity's gone through the roof. My money has increased. My meditations have been very vivid, very vivid. And I'm getting direct communion with a higher aspect of myself that's giving me almost like a play-by-play. Hello, can you do this and this and this? To-do lists. And I'm recognizing that I barely have to hold a thought and the phone will ring or something will come in. So there is a type of reception that I am having access to that is more profound than any of my other psychic phenomenon that's happened up to this point. So those people who think, oh, I could never live like that, I would say just try a 1-day fast and then kind of journal your energy. how much prana you have access to, how inspired are you. I have had extreme states of inspiration just splash through my consciousness. And um, I make a living as an intuitive reader, so I do soul readings. However, inside of my soul, I really love to sing. And I have had one thing after another just be like, even today, somebody texted me and asked me to sing on really amazing cat who's got high lyrics, super in the flow poetry. And that just text came in. But even before that, it was I was invited to sing on a world peace album. For the women of Iran. Zen, Zendagi, Azadi, women, life, and liberty. You know, that wasn't something in my consciousness. I didn't think a thought, try to attract something and get in a vortex and create a materialization. No, I just continue my fasting protocols, and sometimes the heavenly realms and God, they know more than I do what I want for that day. So magic after magic after magic after miracle. And the other thing that I materialized was a very high group of angelic beings that are fitness enthusiasts. That are doing mobility flow and breath work and yoga. And they gave me a 30-day program free for like an hour and a half training at their private home. And I love working out. I love working out. I've been working out my whole life. I was a gymnast as a child. So it's almost like you don't even have to think that you have to create something. It's more about allowing the universe to love you in such a detailed way that you completely know that you're just like a little baby held in the palm of God's hand. So I'm really excited to continue. So this is kind of like my first little talk of 2023 about breatharianism again, because I go in and out of like 22 days of a water fast, and then 5 days of a dry fast, and then 3 days of just, you know, in and out of different states of fasting, because I love it so much. And something shifted in me, and I'm not craving solid food. In fact, I'm excited to continue to see what's happening. I'm sleeping less. I'm dreaming more. Oh, another thing that materialized. Somebody invited me in to do a musical, which I haven't done a musical in 5 years. However, they invited me into a musical, and I got to play a fairy godmother, Cinderella's fairy godmother. And I didn't have to audition for that. That was invited to me. And I was cast as that character. I would have played any character because I just love to sing and dance. And the universe was kind of telling me, oh, we're casting you as a fairy godmother. And that's just like a little kiss on the forehead, because that's kind of what I like to do for a living when I'm reading for my clients. Is I'm scanning their field and their aura. I'm looking at the chakras that are clogged. I kind of consider myself a little bit of a plumber or a roto-rooter. I'm removing some of those things with the client, processing, and then, boom, wishes and magic happen. And so just this week, somebody came back from a reading 5 years ago and said, hey, something that you said completely changed my life. And you said I was going to meet this guy, and I met him, and now we're married. And she showed me their wedding picture. She texted to me, happily ever after. And the wedding picture is so beautiful. Oh my gosh. You know what? I think I'm going to edit this. I'm going to put the wedding picture there so that you can actually see. Because they just look so sweet with these trees, and they're outside, and they're on their wedding day. And I felt like a fairy godmother, you know, taking somebody's loving heart and somehow allowing God to use my mind and my voice and my stories and my intuition and share that, and have that person start connecting their own internal dots and watching magic happen. So no matter what your soul purpose is, fasting, cleansing, and detoxing will absolutely help tether you closer to the divine. So I want to end this clip on a scripture that is one of my favorite scriptures. It's Matthew 4:4. Man shall not live by bread alone, but on every word coming from the mouth of God. And people become breatharians for so many different reasons. My main intention is to be closer to the divine. Anything I can do to become closer to the divine, which means getting into the inner layers of who I am, because we are made in the image and the likeness of God. And Jesus said, you are in me, and I am in my Father, and my Father and I are one. So that means like we're like little Russian dolls. We're like a little egg within an egg within an egg within an egg within an egg in this universal consciousness of love. So thank you so much for listening. This is Athena StarSeed with a Breatharian lifestyle and a new way to dream. Blessings and light. Stay tuned.